Imagine a candy that looks like a truffle. It's as soft as a marshmallow and melts in your mouth like hot fudge. This deliciousness actually exists and is the most popular Brazilian candy. I've been perfecting the recipe for over 8 years now, and my name is Gisela Macedo. I not only perfected the recipe, but I also developed over 21 different flavors on top of the traditional one. That is the only flavor that everyone knows to actually make in Brazil. My business is called Gisela Treats, and I bring you the best brigadeiro you have ever experienced, ever. So, it all started when I was this little girl here on my grandmother's lap, and with this beautiful lady, my mom. Actually, we have this amazing culinary legacy in our family. My grandmother cooked so well that to this day, like 20, 30 years after that, I have friends from my infancy saying, your grandmother's food is the best that I have ever had. And my mom actually won this contest in Brazil that I enrolled her in. And I learned the recipe with my grandmother at the age 9, actually the age that I started my first business. So when I came to Babson for my MBA, I started making this food for my friends. So they learn a little bit of the culture of Brazil. Not to my surprise, they loved it. But to my surprise, they were like, gee, I want to buy it. Where can I get it? And I said, well, there's no place in Boston for you to buy. And maybe someday we can get it at Newbury Street. And then I thought, maybe I can turn my passion into business. And then, the best day actually ever, when I started pursuing this business in Babson, was when I got a praise from these amazing people. For those that don't know them, Gail Simmons is one of the judges from Top Chef, and Andrew Zimmer is the host of Bizarre Foods. And they tried my product last Babson Food Day here. And they said, and I quote, your brigadeiro is the best I have ever had. So what is my recipe to transform my passion into a profitable business? Well, I'm going to tell you 2 stories. First, of the brigadeiro. This one here is an amazing store in New York, in Soho, and she is a successful Kickstarter project. She raised $20,000 to start her own store. But then these brick-and-mortar stores are very expensive. We have some in Brazil too. But then the market there is saturated, just like, let's say, the cupcake is here. But then we also have the amazing French macaron, which now you can basically go everywhere in Boston and get these cafes and restaurants and pastry stores and find them sell wholesale just besides these amazing other pastries like fudge and bonbons and cakes and cupcakes. And my idea is basically to bring my product, brigadeiro, using the macaron wholesale model. My strategy is basically to start on cafes, pastry shops, restaurants, and even hotels, so the guests get pampered once they get into their room. And currently, I have over 6 different retailers in the greater Boston area that only deal with amazing food, willing to sell my product as soon as I launch it. On top of that, I'm talking to Marriott hotels so they can pamper their guests. And on top of that, I have 2 upcoming events, like the Babson Food Day, it's upcoming October, and also the Mass Innovation Nights. It's going to happen in 2 weeks, and it brings over 15 entrepreneurs in the food industry. So it's an amazing event that I can actually launch the business and get to talk to people, focus on the food industry. On top of that, I have also the professional kitchen in which I'm going to work in, which is a stock pot in Malden. And that not only they give me consultancy about getting all the permits for health and wholesale, and also they give me the consultancy on going to the market. Plus, I have some investors from Brazil too, and I'm looking for some here as well. So, what is the size market? Actually, we have $48 billion for confectionery wholesaling industry here in the US, And 25% of it, which is actually $12 billion, is only for premium products like chocolate and this amazing brigadeiro that I only use the best ingredients. But then you're like, so what is your price point? It's basically going to be similar to the French macaron because I use the best ingredients and it's all handmade. And I have ingredients like pinoli and black truffle, like that black expensive mushroom for those that don't know. Which makes the product look premium and amazing and very high level, and people can actually pay a premium price for it. So with the help that I'm asking today, this is basically what I can do now with the money that I have from my investors, and the Kickstarter is going to start in the next couple of weeks. But then, if I can get your help, we're going to do this. Increase up to 25% all the revenue and gross profit as well. And why am I the right person to do this? Basically, I have 2 years experience at Procter & Gamble as innovation project manager, and I also have 7 years experience in the financial markets as a derivative sales trader for foreign currency. So now what I'm asking for, basically $40,000 so I can start the business and pay for all the wholesale and health permits and get all the ingredients and the delivery truck so I can reach the most stores that I can as soon as possible. And on top of that, with the investment that I have so far, I will get basically $60,000 and make this business grow as soon as I can. Well, I invite you all to come to my booth and take a look at my amazing product. And you can actually pre-order it at 50% discount today. And also get more information about it. And I promise, you are definitely gonna fall in love at first bite. Thank you.